We're starting what's to meet Joe Walsh, and I've had this little conversation prior to us doing the show. There's just so much heartache, I suppose, and adversity in your life, and I know. And how do you live through it? Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, okay, let's just start at when you were 3. When you were 3, did your mum try and
drown me in the bathtub?
And your 10-year-old brother saved you?
Yeah. All I can really remember is Victor running down the road, me covered in soap, screaming for the neighbours. Somebody help us.
Oh, geez. Like, and I mean, that was... did you end up staying with your mum after that? Like,
well, it was the 60s, and they just didn't realise what bipolar and those sorts of things were.
Mm. So your mother at that stage?
Had she stayed up until I was 8.
And then what happened after you were
came home from school and she was gone.
What, didn't tell you, just disappeared?
No, just gone. And Dad was like, well, good, and then here's a terrible cook. Oh, my God. And then one day, not long after that, my grandmother turned up. And I went, oh, cool, Grandma, we can have something nice to eat. And then my grandfather was bringing suitcases, and I went, are you staying? And I was like, oh my God, my life has improved so much. So I had my dad, no horrible mother, my brothers and my sisters, and Grandma and Grandpa. So I was like, yay.
Oh, so that was like, even though out of all that horrible stuff, there's something lovely that you remember about your grandparents moving in and being with your
best. They were the best.
And your grandmother was a pagan witch, was she?
My grandmother was a pagan witch.
So
Her mother was a pagan witch.
Oh, so did you... Yeah, like, how does it all start? Does your grandmother say, well, I'm going to teach you about this, or did you...
I think it's more a natural progression of, I didn't have a clue who Jesus was, no offence. I just grew up, that was normal. So coming home from school with going, Grandma, who's Jesus? I only knew the old gods. I didn't have a clue who these people, and they're all talking, and they actually started hitting me, the nuns and stuff, and you will obey Jesus. And I'm like, oh my, the All Father will punish me.
Oh no, so you had this belief system of a pagan way.
Yeah.
And then you went to a Catholic school, did you?
Well, because back in those days, you went to a public school, but the Catholic system was free in my day. Mm-hmm. So the best education you could get was through the Catholic system. My parents wanted me to have the best education they could get, and they were impoverished people. They worked hard. Mm-hmm. So we went to the local Catholic school.
So it just seems so strange, doesn't it, from one extreme to the other, and trying to grow up in that.
I know. I still have problems today with, because people, mainstream have that basic Christian belief, and I don't have it. So, they've turned away from Christianity to become a pagan. And they ask me things like, how do you be a pagan? I have no idea. Just be one, aren't you? Don't you pray to the All Father?
So if you had to explain to someone like someone in my audience right now that does not understand
paganism,
what it is, like, could you explain to them? So,
well, I could put it this way, that once upon a time we were on top and we were feeding you to the lions. Nothing ever changed. They just changed the names. So most of your Christians are following a pagan path now. Celebrating Christmas, bringing a tree inside, decorating it. All pagan festivals. They just relabeled it all, repackaged it, and called it the Roman Catholic Church.
Okay.
So they really are pagans, and of course there'll be people out there, no, I'm a firm believer in the Lord. And that's good. I'm glad that you've got a belief system.
Yeah. So, I mean, each one to their own, but I'm just bringing in a different twist here.
Yeah.
And trying to enlighten people that there are other ways out there.
Yeah.
And that was something that you had to go through in life as a young person, and that you've gone to a Catholic school. Mm-hmm. Wow.
St. Bernadette's.
Oh, wow. And you were given a hard time because of your belief system.
Yes, most definitely. Because paganism over the years has been demonised by Hollywood and books, and witches are all green and got wriggly noses, and I've had people say, oh, as long as you're a white witch, it's okay. A knife is not a bad thing or a good thing.
Yeah.
It's in the hand of the wielder.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I'm not a white witch, I'm not a dark, I'm a witch. End of story. Yeah.
So is that your father's mother or your mother's mother?
My father's mother.
So your father believed in the system as well?
Yes,
in that particular religion
yes,
or
he
belief
was
system?
a son of Odin.
Right, and wow, and did it go back further than your grandmother?
All the way back to the old country. We're originally from, not Russia, the Ukraine.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
word.
Okay.
So they've brought it with them from the old country.
Yeah. Wow, and I mean, did you, well, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but did you feel... No, I don't need to. Did you feel that is what helped you get through so much grief in your life, and
Yes.
is to have that, holistic attitude?
Because you'll meet and I don't think I'm having a go at Christians, I'm just making that comparison so that people, because that's a medium they'll understand. I have as much faith in my belief system as they do in theirs. So to die will send you to the halls of Asgard. Now everybody thinks, you've got to be a warrior and you'll end up in Valhalla. That's only one hall. There's 468 halls.
And anyone that's watched, what was it? Is it Game of Thrones? Is that they talk
know,
about
I've
that,
never
or
watched it.
Vikings or something?
Yeah.
I remember that.
So there's all
Valhalla.
different. Yeah. Valhalla is the Hall of the Warriors.
That's
But
right.
that's not the only one.
Yeah. Wow, and I mean, you have... Yeah, wow, where do I start? Well, I guess I said that you kind of look towards your belief system to get you through situations that you've had to deal with.
Yeah.
And one that you lost a sister to heroin.
Yeah, well, she overdosed, yeah. That was on the 26th of August 2000. And she was 43 years of age.
And also your brother.
Yes, he was murdered in 92.
And was he involved with cocaine?
Yes, it was a drug deal gone wrong, and they never caught the perpetrators. So we didn't get all the body extremities. We didn't get his head, his arms, or his legs. We got the torso, and that had been set on fire. But the motorbike was missing, and this was one tough guy. So they either shot him in the back of the head, or they drugged him, because you would not have beaten this guy in a stand-up fight. I've seen him take out 6 Pacific Islanders. He was one tough boy. So they would have had to snooker him, yeah.
So that was a drug deal gone wrong?
Drug deal gone wrong, that one, they say.
And did you say something about that there wasn't the investigations that should have happened because he was one of Australia's most wanted?
Yeah, Queensland Police they won't accept the death certificate, and they keep bringing his name up on... You can still go and Google it now, Victor John Boback, and it will come up as, and the photograph's at my 21st. Now, he would be 67 now. So, who are you looking for, Queensland Police? Seriously. Dear God.
He's gone.
He's gone. Even if he was alive, he'd probably be dead anyway. That
makes a lot of sense.
He'd be a little old man. Jimmy Wingies.
Yeah. So, all right. So then we've got your sister, we've got your brother, we've got what your mum did to you.
My son.
Your son, who was killed in a
motorcycle accident. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was 2003.
2003, and he was 23, was he?
Yeah, 23, yeah.
Did he live at home at that stage?
No. He was out being a scallywag.
Oh. And then...
2 years ago, I lost my husband.
Yeah, so you guys were married for 35 years.
Yeah.
And he was feeling a little sick, or went and had a...
Yeah, he was odd. Now that I know the warning signs, for the 2 years, he was like, what is wrong with you, grumpy old bugger? And then we went to the doctors, and the doctor called us back in the same day, said this is terminal, and the next morning palliative care was here, and 8 days later he was dead and ashed. Gone.
So
Brain cancer.
that quickly?
Yep.
8 days from diagnosis?
Yep. To dead. And the grief counsellor said, "Oh, your relationship is being, overwrought, and that's why you can't accept your husband's death." I said, "You cruel bugger, he's been dead 12 hours. Give me a break." So I didn't go back to the grief counsellor. I stayed away from her after that. I'll deal with my grief in my own fashion, thank you.
And getting to that too, because that was something also that you had to deal with, that you were put into a locked facility because of,
grief.
The way that you dealt.
Yeah, oh yes, because I'm a bit cheeky. They locked me up for being a witch.
Yeah, because you answer questions with your belief system.
Yes,
and they think you're going crazy and you need to be locked up, so you put in a locked facility.
Yes.
So how many times has that happened to you?
8. And the doctor who did it the first time was a Hindu, and I study other people's religions to be polite.
Yes.
So I'm telling him about his belief system, and that was okay, but I can't have a pagan. And I was only lucky that the girl taking the notes was a Wiccan witch, and she, "Oh no, that's a recognised religion in this country." And I said, "You're persecuting a minority religious group." Quite rude. And this is one of my familiars, everyone. This is Mr. Jinx. Go away, Mr. Jinx.
This is the cat behind us. That's I'm sure we're picking up this noise of the cat letting us know.
I do apologise.
It's a black cat and the name is Midnight, so very befitting to the whole story. And
they protect me, so all Kylas, put them all on edge because they have no idea what's happening. They're okay. But moving on.
Yeah, moving on. How does someone move on from all of that? Like, how did you...
To be honest, I was so depressed. Multiple suicide attempts. And then I got to a point where I went, "Well, blow you lot. How about I just stick around because it's going to annoy the crud out of you, in official levels."
Yes.
And I just run amok.
And
which stands for "We intend to cause havoc."
Oh, I love that. You've just got such a great attitude. Like, I know that, I can say even if I had to deal with one of those situations, that I know that I would be pretty messed up.
And I was messed up.
Yeah.
It's taken me 2 years to get back on track. And in those 2 years, so many people took advantage of my not paying attention to my life sort of thing, and things were stolen, and, sign this over to me, and I did. I made horrendous mistakes. If your partner dies, don't do anything for 1 year. Don't let anybody trick you into anything. Because you do, you're not thinking.
So you were taken advantage of?
Oh, terribly. Jewellery was stolen, money was stolen, motorcycles were signed over to people who didn't deserve them. A 1972 Fender Stratocaster, probably only about a $60,000 guitar. See you later. My husband was a very good musician.
Wow, I mean, that's terrible that people take advantage of the situation like that.
Family too, sad.
And that is sad, and that does happen a lot in life. And, like Jo's saying this out of experience, like something that she's dealt with. And, maybe you yourself, you might need more than a year.
Oh, yes,
but at least, just try and have some time out for a little while before you make any decisions about
don't sell your
anything.
Home, don't settle to give people cars, don't do anything. Just give yourself a break.
Yeah,
because
just
I was awfully rocker.
Yeah.
I really was.
Yeah. So, did you get professional help other than the situation that you had with the lock facility? Did you go out
tried.
and get... Yeah.
I went to a grief counsellor. Mm-hmm. She was so rude. Told me that I had an unhealthy relationship with my husband. That's why I was so upset.
How did she know that if she didn't know?
Well, she didn't give me 2 seconds. And I was like, I had a young girl, about 22, tell me that, you must have, psychological issues. I'm like, yep, you've learned it all out of a book, so now you know everything.
So do you get help from, like, you know, the pagan gatherings, or, I don't know, because I'm unfamiliar with the whole thing, but do you get, like, a sisterhood that,
Oh,
you
God,
know...
yes.
So is it a great sisterhood that, you know, have helped you and looked after you through your times?
We've got our own little face group, and that's worldwide. Then there's local group is Pagans in the Park. You'll find that on Facebook. And the Sphere of Light. Because my group, because I'm such a diligent little critter, I'm one of the few, we're one of the few groups that's actually got an ABN registered as a non-for-profit charity.
Oh, okay.
Because that took quite a fight with the Governor-General's office. It was like, oh no, we don't recognise pagan religions. Really?
You do now.
You do now. Joe doesn't put up with any crap. Not even from the Governor-General.
So if, you know, someone's out there, and I know, like, you have been through quite a bit in life, but that you have this wonderful support network as well. And, I mean, I'd be saying the same if anyone sitting here was a Buddhist, you know, same.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
But, you know, like, it is about finding that group that you can connect with, whether it be a religious group or whether it be... you know, a sewing group, or whether it be...
Motorcycle club, whatever.
Motorcycle clubs, yeah, great. Get yourself somewhere where you can gather with other people and get a support.
Share that interest, yeah.
And you'll find new friends, and you'll find people that will want to support you and your need. You know, and it must have been, like I said, it must have been a really tough ride for you as far as life itself. And
oh, God. Look, when it's over, I'm not going to complain. I'll give death a hug. Okay, let's go. I've had it.
If there was one thing that you wanted to do in life, what would it be?
I've done everything.
You've done everything that you've ever wanted to do?
Yeah.
What's some of the highlights?
Oh, I've travelled around Australia on a motorcycle when I was younger. Worked on a pearling lugger in Western Australia. Got into all sorts of trouble as a younger person.
Yeah.
Ended up in a girls' home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was
that on top of everything else?
I was a shocking kid.
How old were you when you were in a girls' home?
15. Ended up in Yasmar for smashing the windows on a government bus as it drove by.
What's Yasmar?
Oh, it's it's probably gone now. It used to be a girls' home in Burwood.
Oh, okay.
And at the same time, my brother ended up in Toombong, which was a boys' home in Mittagong. But all these things don't exist anymore.
Yeah, probably. They might. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You don't know when to say the word, do you?
Well, you sort of realise you're getting old when people in their 30s have got grandchildren.
Yeah.
I tell you, I left school in 1978.
So how old were you when you left school?
15, 14.
What was your first job?
Oh, my very, very first job was delivering parcels around Vaucluse. And it was exceptionally good money, and being a naive child, these little brown envelopes and packages, and then people would give me envelopes of money, and then I'd take them back to this very nice man at the Ballface Stag Hotel in Leichhardt.
Yeah.
And he was actually giving me $350 a week. Now, the average wage was $22 a week. My rent on my little flat was $6.50. So this kid's walking around with $350 a week.
To deliver little brown packages.
Little packages. Now I've realised it's been cocaine or something.
Oh,
but of course,
no!
I'm only 16, 17 years of age. There's a basket for you and a basket for you.
So you never looked in the packages?
No, I was happy with $350 a week.
Oh.
I don't take drugs and I don't drink. So I was like, at the end of the day, and because he liked me because I wasn't ripping him off or skimming or anything, and he'd give me an envelope with $350 in it. That was hell money back in my day. God.
Yeah, if you were only earning, what did you say, $6 for your rent and...
$6.50 the rent was on my unit.
$6.50.
And I worked at Hestia making bras, and that was $22 a week, and then I got $350 on top for running around in the evening. So, of course, I bought myself a little car, and I brand new, and I the repayments to this company called Avco Finance.
Yes, I remember Avco
Right,
Finance.
so it was $22 a month. So I was paying a car payment a week. They loved me. I was so good.
I still didn't know what was in the brown packages.
No, now I'm older and more wise. I'm like, okay, I was doing something bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, 350. All I could do is give this man this pile of envelopes, and he's going to give me 300. I was a happy kid. I had more money than I knew what to do with when I was a kid.
So what were some of the things that you did with that money, other than pay your car off?
I bought furniture. I bought a record player and a television set from Walton's.
Remember
Which is
Walton's? I do
That was
remember
like-
Walton's.
You people are going to remember that was black and white television back then, and a vinyl record player. And of course I'd go and buy, albums, a lot of Beatles and stuff that are probably really collectible now. But that was just like, yeah, down the record shop, Sergeant Pepper's as loud as we could play it.
Well, you didn't have to worry about how anything cost, did you? Because
No.
what would have been the average wage back then?
Well, the average wage was around 22, and probably for men about 30 something.
Wow.
So we're talking. If you were talking in a modern term, I was pulling down $15,000 a week. That's the sort of money we were talking about.
Yeah, in comparison.
Yeah, it was
So how long did you do that for?
probably about 5 years.
5 years! Goodness.
And of course, if I was smart and I could go
Yeah.
back and talk to myself, I'd have bought so many houses I'd never know.
Yeah.
So house and land was 16,000. You'd do that easy.
Wow, so how did it stop? What happened?
Oh, I met my husband and I said I'd had enough, and we moved away, and he was very nice. He didn't, because all these days it's all knives and killing and
Yes.
drug dealers. So, well, good luck to you, and thanks for working for me. And
5 years.
lovely guy,
He was
lovely.
a drug runner. So you think? You're not sure. But
I couldn't say, but I mean, I'm mature enough to go, well, there was something going on.
yes, right now. Wow. Wow, you certainly had a colourful life, I'll put it that way.
So yeah, it's like, what would you do? What is there to do?
You've done everything.
I've done everything.
So everything you've ever wanted to do, is there just that one little thing that you just love to do?
Go to Tassie. My husband and I we were planning a trip to Tasmania when he passed away. So I'm planning to take his ashes with me, and I'm going to go down to Tassie and do a bit of a tour.
You're going to do a bike ride?
Yeah, bike, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Stay in a motel.
Yeah?
And get someone about, because I can't stay too long because the children won't even eat if I'm not here.
That's the dogs we're talking about,
Yeah,
by the way.
Little.
If I could pan in this way, I'd show you that one is sitting right here, right now, but at a range. But hang on a minute.
Come.
Oh,
Come.
I'll just go.
Come.
There we go.
Sausage,
Can you see the
everyone. Turn around, look at the camera. Here you go. Oh, I'm fat.
Oh, look.
And Mr. Bone.
Here's the brother coming.
Okay, that's
He'll
enough
just
now.
sit there.
Go away.
Oh, that's not me. I swear it is not me.
They're fighting over a biscuit, everyone. They do it all night, every night. Cool it.
Well, it's a
Who
very
gave you-
relaxed atmosphere here, I'll tell
Who
you.
gave you permission to behave like that? Stop it.
Oh, dear. So, where were we?
We were going to Tasmania.
This is what I mean about you. Like, I think,
I'm flippant.
you're just a really happy, beautiful soul. And, for someone that's been through what you've been through and can come out the other side like this, it's just remarkable, really.
The truth is that you're not going to get out of this alive. This is basically an illusion. You're worrying about your this and your plasma screen TV and how am I going to pay off this? Don't worry about it. You're stressing over nothing. If you can sit up all night, put all your bills out, worry about them all night, and they're gone in the morning, let me know.
Let me know. I'd love
just
to know.
calm. Stay calm.
So because each and every week when I interview people,
Yeah.
I ask each and every person to look down the camera, and if there's someone out there that like that's watching the show and there's a cat and making a star appearance.
Welcome to the zoo, everyone.
If there's anyone out there that's going through a really tough time in life and they just don't, have got to that stage where they're just sitting at home and trying to work out how the hell do I get out of this hole that I'm in, what would be, a word that you would say to them? What would be something, a message of hope that you would give them?
Have faith. Whatever your faith is, have faith in it. Because it'll all work out. On my husband's casket, the thing he said to everyone all the time is the right thing will happen at the right time. So don't worry yourself too much. If you're warm and you're dry and you've got something to eat, don't worry about anything else. The rest is trappings.
It's a very good way of looking at it, really, isn't it? When you think about it, it is. Like everyone thrives to have so much more or something better than the last thing or, what's on now and what can I have this and the latest gear and all that. And it's not all about that at the end of the day.
Human beings were a creature that was built with a hole in their soul. And my grandmother taught me that they'll fill it with anything they can get, but it's not enough. No matter how many TVs or how many cars or how many pairs of Gucci boots they got, they're still unsatisfied. Millionaires kill themselves, so don't worry about it.
Just be happy if you've got food and shelter and
Yep.
you've got love and you're surrounded by beautiful people and family.
Yeah.
And
if you're lonely, reach out to someone.
Yeah.
They won't know you're lonely unless you tell them you're lonely.
And we've had this conversation. It is about, letting your friends know how you feel. Don't feel bad about it. Like, don't think that they're going to judge you on that. There must be someone in your inner circle or sister, brother, mother, next door neighbour, anyone that you can turn to if you're in a bit of a situation.
Even if they just join a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Because you find those people, Facebook people, become more than just computer screens.
Yeah, that's right. And the thing is that some of those people you would never have ever been able to meet any other way but Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
It's not like you would have met them at school or,
No, we got people watching from Idaho, Missouri, Mississippi, because they're all parts of my Facebook group. And they're worldwide. Malaysia.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, worldwide.
So, I guess this comes to the part of the show that...
Hi, Peg.
Where I say my hellos and thank everyone for tuning in. And so I know I can't thank everybody, but I'll thank Sylvia Lang. Thank you so much for joining in today and saying hi. Like, Sylvia's been on the show too, and we've done a series with Sylvia and her son, and they've had a pretty shocking time, and hopefully everything's going to work out well for you, Sylvia. Shireen Lowe. Now, Shireen Lowe's in Queensland. We'll be travelling up in the next 3 weeks, and we're doing some shows up in Queensland. So, hi Shireen. Shireen supported me since day one. Frank Day, hi Frank, how you going? Wayne Lennon, thank you for joining in. Kim Price, Tracy Coe, Kimmy Young, Lisa Fletcher, thank you Lisa. I believe I'm having coffee with you tomorrow afternoon, and we're talking about the music side of the show because we're releasing a theme song that's been written for the show. And, but I'll keep you posted on that. So some really, really good stuff happening as a result of that. Kelly Mills will be on in a couple of weeks' time. I'm looking forward to that, Kelly. Teresa Crossland, Kylie Quinn, Debbie O'Donoghue, Adrian Pontifex, Tricia Hovitz, Kat Smith, you're there every single week. Thank you so much. Stella Pat, hi Stella, big warm hugs. Vicky McGuinness Macy, Stephen Blythe, Ryan Lowe, will be seeing you in a couple of weeks too, Ryan. And Monica Spice, thank you so much. That's your niece, is it? Oh, well,
hey,
there you go, Mon. Moo. Thank you, Moo, for joining in. It's been quite enlightening, you're just the whole attitude of you and you just seem to be so happy and loving, and it's great to be around someone that's gone through so much and is just a happy person. Thank you for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
Sharing your story.
nice to have seen everyone.
Yeah, there you go. So I'll say a good night to everyone, but please, no matter what in life, if you're struggling right now, go and ask for help, even if you ring Lifeline. But no matter what, don't give up. Know that you're going to be okay. All right, thank you everyone. Bye for now.